finally leaving the RV show in Abbotsford, and it is blowing crazy, cold, icy,
snowy.
Let's hope we get across the border with no trouble, and we'll just go as far as we can. But it looks like it's going to be cold
For a while.
For a while.
few days.
So I'm looking for sun and heat and a hot tub and hookups. We kind of need to dump
laundry.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
We're on our way. This is hideous.
Yeah.
Look at the ice falling off of us.
I know.
So we've just crossed the border and came across a downed line that goes across all 4 lanes. You can see the people over in the oncoming lane are able to get around it, and the people in this lane are able to go around as well, but we're too tall. We're gonna get over here and block this lane because people seem to be racing right up here and not getting that they can't get by. But this is very dangerous. People don't seem to be taking it all that seriously. Stopped for what, a half hour or so?
At least, yeah.
They've been able to get rid of all the traffic behind us and turned a couple horse trailers around, and we are just going to back up all the way down the highway here. I don't know why this guy stopped
Why didn't
here.
you just go? Yeah, I think we're clear sailing for a while.
Well, we still got to find the road.
Well, there's a cruiser back there, so if I run into him, I think I'm at the road.
Oh. There we go. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're on our detour. No sooner did we get going again. We get through the detour, we get back on the highway, and within, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
We're into this full-on traffic jam, which we thought there might be an accident or something too, but what we're noticing is absolutely none of the lights are working. Here we sit again. We're probably going to get a total of, what, 200K?
Oh, if we get 200K, we'll be lucky. And we've gone probably 40 so far.
Right.
If
So,
that.
I have no idea. Our plan today was to get our review done and then make tracks. And that's...
It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Quarter after 3 already.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to get moving here. This is crazy.
We're almost at the I-5 though.
But you know, hey, we got our house with us. We stopped and had tuna melt.
In the middle of the road while the power was across the road.
Hopefully we will get somewhere with some distance today. All right, Seattle bound. And what's the plan? We're gonna
get Verizon, so we're gonna get either a phone card for the US so we have some data, or get our whichever works best. Verizon, we have to get groceries. Here we are.
Yes.
Having left the KOA just after 10 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
It is now 2:30. We went to Verizon to get a phone plan for our phone. We were there at 10:30.
Yeah. How
How
did that go?
That ended at 2:30. We still don't have a phone plan.
Correct.
I don't think it's Verizon's fault.
Well, Telus blames Verizon that apparently Verizon software doesn't work with a Canadian sold iPhone. Oddly enough, though, they haven't had that problem
In the past.
with anyone else's iPhone. So clearly, there's no Canadians with unlocked iPhones that ever go to the US and get Verizon. They only get AT&T and T-Mobile because those will work. But they would never get Verizon.
So, a little more investigation. Verizon was saying our phone was locked. Telus is saying now that it's unlocked.
They're saying that it was always unlocked. There's some confusion over whether it was always unlocked or unlocked today. They did, however, give us at the end of the 3 hours on the phone.
Yes, for our inconvenience.
Give us an extra 10 gigs of data to use this month until we get it sorted out.
Right. So all we can do is hope that we can sort it out with Verizon because they have the best coverage. If not, then we could, I guess,
Go to another carrier.
We could buy a whole new phone.
That was an option they gave.
Yeah. Or we could go to AT&T or T-Mobile. Or we could pay $7 a day to use
the data we already have.
Through our Canadian plan.
Which we already are doing for kind of backup data, but we didn't want to use that for our main
video uploading
data.
and stuff. It's not going to be enough.
No. Meantime, we've got groceries.
We got
some lunch. And we are generously maybe 10 miles from where we started this morning at 10 o'clock. But we have groceries. We have enough fuel for the day.
We will carry on.
And we're going to carry on. 5 minutes later.
We're back, and that is no exaggeration. We just got on the highway.
3 kilometers from where we got on the highway.
We just got on the highway.
And here we are stopped, but I don't think it's a down power line. So.
No, I don't think it's a down power line, but we are completely stopped. Even the HOV lane, because we would go in the HOV lane.
We do have 2 people.
It must be an accident or something. But there is some reason that we are not meant to get a move on.
15 kilometers in 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, being the optimistic folks we are.
But we're going to rip now.
45 minutes later, we got some open road here and we're going to make some tracks. Another new day. What time is it?
It is 10:45.
Oh, so we're out before 11.
Still pretty quick for us.
It
really is.
Honestly, if we can get out on the road slightly after a general campground closes, we're happy.
Yeah.
But we are a few minutes earlier. The quest for a phone plan continues. We will stop by another Verizon and see if we can get it sorted out. Starting to figure out, though, Billy made a good point that the Canadian companies probably only have phones with software that works with their partners in the US. So if Verizon's not a partner, they're probably blocking them. They've just found another way around that. Anyhow, we're not going to beat a dead horse. We'll stop by Verizon, see if we can get it. If not, then I guess we'll try AT&T. It's snowing again.
Oh yeah, Astoria, Safeway. RV parking, great RV parking. We actually spent the night here.
Yeah.
Like great RV parking.
They have specific long spots designated to RVs.
Oh, and that's the Columbia River, which actually starts in the Canadian Rockies, goes through Revelstoke.
Not too far from our
house. It's the Washington-Oregon border for most of the river in the States. And there's a giant, long, more than 4 mile, 6.5 kilometer long bridge that we crossed last night. 6.5 kilometers, $24 million to build.
Wow.
I doubt you could get half a kilometer for $24 million today.
Did it say when it was built?
52 years ago.
Wow.
So
the Verizon saga continues
actually,
except for we're done with
the
that.
Verizon saga's ended.
Yeah.
We still don't have a phone yet, though.
So what's been confirmed is that our phone, our Canadian carrier iPhone, is not compatible with Verizon. That's a Canadian issue. Verizon.
Yeah, it's not Verizon.
Verizon's not trying to get rid of customers. So that's a Canadian thing. The Canadians are saying it's a Verizon thing, but it's not. And basically this is their way of making it so Canadians can't use that network. Because it just seems like it's a manipulation of the Canadian carriers to get around a law that was put in place to allow us to use our phones wherever we want to use them. And what I also find interesting is, why haven't we heard about this? Because we can't possibly be the first people to try and use our iPhone on a Verizon network. I'd be interested to hear from other people and whether they have tried this too. Anyways, we will carry on and go find an AT&T, because apparently Canadian companies are partnering with them, and it should work.